Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And a flag out right away, and I believe our day will begin with a 1st and 15. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch. 54. Yeah. Watch the twist.
Hey, I'm going to go load it.
54. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Left.
Check.
From the gun, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry, but I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got Burton here. The 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory.
That's good.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
first and 10. Taylor now. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Check 37. Check 37. Slam.
Room. Orange 5-4.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Amir Abdullah on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
At the 11-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rivers. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack.
16.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Buckle one.
SOS.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Play fake. Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
The ball carrier.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Gain on the play.
A gain of 39 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
His kick is good.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, Rivers. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. 21-3 is your score after 1.
Colts 3.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, Cousins. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
2nd down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Rivers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
On play action, Rivers. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Come off the ball, huh? Mike 55. Check 55, Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Hey, check Mike.
Hey, Rocket.
55. Let's go, D.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Looking for Campbell downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And they run the option on second down. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel, coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. That's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Colts on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Rivers. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. He's going to take another shot here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gun.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. To throw is Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Orange 5-4.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Let's put him on the buses.
Hey, I'm gonna go load it. Load it.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Minnesota.
Nothing here.
That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point try by Bailey.
Point after.
And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Stay there. Stay there. Ground 80.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the gun, Rivers. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
Rivers.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Pickup brings up second down at the 18-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Let's get off the field.
Hey, Ringo, 48.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Job, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
37-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires.